Welcome to 27 Topics. With us today is Nancy Eckerle, Executive Director of the Jasper Chamber of Commerce, and Kristin Ruhe, Executive Director of Dubois County Tourism. Welcome.
Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
It is great to have you with us today. We have lots of activities to talk about and some great events coming up. So why don't we start with Old Jasper Day?
Okay, great. Well, we're here today to promote Old Jasper Day. It's been going on for a couple of years, and this year we've decided to dedicate everything to Sunday, June the 1st only. So there'll be nothing being held on Saturday. But on Sunday, June the 1st, activities start around 10 o'clock with the Strawberry Festival, and that is something that the Jasper Lions Club has been doing for several years. And we want people to come down by the gazebo, down by the shelter houses, and enjoy some wonderful fresh strawberries, hamburgers, and other treats all day long in that shelter house area. And then some stores in the downtown area will be open, and you can tell the stores that'll be open because they're going to have a giant strawberry or a big balloon hanging by their doorways. But to go along with Old Jasper Day, we're bringing in Abraham Lincoln, and Abraham Lincoln will be in the area of the gazebo and the train depot from noon until 4. He'll be doing some historical interpretations and having some photo opportunities, and we'll probably put him on the train that day also. So make sure you bring your cameras and come down to see Abraham Lincoln because we're very excited about him being there on that day. And then the Hoosier Antiques is going to be doing some antique appraisals, and so you want to make sure you dig out some of your antiques that you'd like to see what their value is worth. And for $5 for one item, you can get it appraised, or you can bring 5 items for $20, and that is at the Hoosier Antique Mall, again down by the river area. Then we'll have the historical walking tour. That is a printed piece of paper with a walking tour of the downtown area, some of the historical buildings, and it's indicated on the walking tour the significance of each building, and hopefully we'll have a lot of people just walking around the area. Then in the barn, the historic barn, there will be some activities, some hands-on things going on from noon until 4. So make sure you bring your kids along and let them participate in those activities at that beautiful, beautiful barn, which is located on East 4th Street. And then we'll have train rides, and the train will run from noon until 4. And no, we're not taking the train to French Lick that day, but we will be taking the train to about 15th Street and then back again to the depot. We're selling tickets that day only, and it is $5 per person of any age to ride the train. So make sure you hop on the train and just have a fun time going through the Riverwalk and the wooded area. It's just kind of nostalgic to do that. And then we'll be giving out some free garden and flower seeds and some garden gloves, compliments of the Soil and Water Conservation District. And they're also going to be having some information on how to properly trim your trees and take care of some of the other things in your yard and if you have a wooded area also. And then Memorial Hospital Foundation is participating this year again, and they'll be doing a health fitness walk from 1 until 3 o'clock. Now, it's not a contest or anything, it's just a health walk because they want everyone to move into wellness, and they'll be giving away free water and pedometers to the first 200 people that sign up that day. So it's going to be a lot of fun to just walk along the Riverwalk and enjoy the beauty and the nature that day. And then, Kristin, did you want to tell us about the corporate showroom tours?
Sure. New this year, we are having corporate showroom tours, which will benefit the Jasper City Mill project, which is being built near the river. This is the first ever event, and it will take place again on Sunday. The times are from noon to 4 here in Jasper. Tickets for these tours are $10 in advance or $15 on the day of the tour. Children 12 and under are free, and all proceeds, as I said, will go to benefit the Jasper City Mill. The businesses that are opening their showrooms for the tour include Indiana Furniture, Master Brand Cabinets, Kitchen Jewels, and Jasper Group, which is formerly Jasper Seating. This is a once in a, I shall say, maybe lifetime opportunity for people to come in. These corporations have been so generous in opening their doors for us, allowing the local public to come in and view their showrooms. They don't do this, obviously, every day, and especially on a Sunday. And those touring can begin at any of the showrooms anytime between that time period. The tours are basically on your own. There will be representatives from each of those businesses at their respective locations. They'll be on hand to answer questions, perhaps give you a guided tour if you would choose to have a guided tour, or just there to help you out with any way that you can. You can purchase the tickets at those 4 business locations. Again, Indiana Furniture, Master Brain Cabinets, Kitchen Jewels, and Jasper Group. You can purchase those at the day of the tour, or prior to. You can purchase them at Finishing Touches, Rag Pickers, Sternberg's Furniture, Chocolate Bliss, and Siebert's on the Square, or the Jasper Chamber of Commerce, or the Dubois County Visitor Center as well, and those will be in advance, okay? Again, this event is going to benefit the Jasper City Mill, so we're really looking forward to having people come out to help us with this, and we definitely want to give a big thank you to the corporate showrooms for working with us on this project. So
I think it's very interesting that they open their doors, because most of the time those are kind of special places.
Right. Yeah, they are. They keep them, for their vendors or whomever that they have. But they were very generous in working with us. We didn't even have to beg. They were so nice. So.
Well, I think it's for a worthwhile cause.
It is. It is
a project we want to see finished.
Right.
To come to its conclusion so we can use it and that type of thing. And I think it's really great, and it's from noon to 4.
Yeah, that is from noon to 4. And just to touch on the City Mill project too, briefly, it's going to be approximately 2,000 square feet. It'll sit on the south bank of the Patoka River, and it will be a working mill. It will grind corn and make flour that they will sell. It'll also feature a water wheel and then an overlook plaza for viewing. So we really feel that this kind of ties in well with, this is what we have called the Year of the Mill. 2008 has been, we've held a raffle and also an auction in addition to to this event. So this is kind of the 3rd one in a row of this year to be benefiting the mill project.
Well, good. And then also getting back to the corporate showroom, I'm sure a lot of us don't have any idea of all the furniture that's made here locally.
Definitely.
It's still made here locally.
Yeah, and that's a huge, that's one of the other things. We want to be able to allow these showrooms too to showcase what they have here for the local people. So it really is a win-win situation, and hopefully somebody will come out from one of these and they'll ask their spouse and they'll get a new kitchen or new chair or whatever it may be. It'll really benefit everyone then.
Well, it's displaying local craftsmanship at its best.
Yep, definitely.
And where are the tickets available again?
Pre-sale
tickets?
Pre-sale tickets are available at Finishing Touches, Rag Pickers, Sternberg's Furniture, and Chocolate Bliss and Siebert's on the Square, and then also at the Jasper Chamber of Commerce or at the Dubois County Visitor Center.
Very good. Then, is there anything else on that?
I think we've covered everything for the showroom tour. You have anything else to add, Nancy?
No, just to thank all the corporations for opening their showrooms
definitely.
to us. But then I wanted to move on to the duck race. Normally the duck race is held during the Jasper Strassenfest, and we've decided with the Old Jasper Day planning group that we would move the duck race to Old Jasper Day. So the duck race will be held at 4 o'clock near the gazebo area. And if you've never been to the duck race, it's not live ducks, it's little plastic toy ducks. They're actually floated down the Patoka River, not the whole river, but just a portion of it by the gazebo, and then they are captured into kind of a finish line, and really the first duck that bobs through the finish line is the winner. So we have about 10 or 12 prizes this year, some great outstanding prizes, so you want to make sure that you sponsor a duck and hopefully be able to win one of those great prizes. The sponsorship for the ducks is $5 for one or 3 for $10. Now we are having some people man some a table at Beeler's Bilo on some of the weekends, this next weekend, of course, because Old Jasper Day will be here before we know it. Or you can just go to the chamber office and get your ducks available then. Or that day of, we'll have ducks for sale too. So many opportunities for getting ducks and helping with the Patoka 2000 duck race. Now the proceeds from that go to the beautification efforts in and around the Riverwalk area. And this group also is the one that helps put the planters on the bridge there and keeps that whole area beautiful. So, and then a portion of the duck race this year will also go to the building of the city mill. So we have all kinds of things going on that day to go toward the mill this year. But anyway, the duck race will be held on Sunday around 4 o'clock. And then to conclude the Old Jasper Day, we're having a concert in the park, and the Dubois County Community Band will be providing the music that day from 5 until 6 o'clock. And if you have never come down to the gazebo on that day to hear the Dubois County Community Band, please make a big effort to do that. They are all local musicians, typically people who have played in high school bands in the area, and they gather together for about 2 or 3 concerts during the summer, and it's just a fantastic way to hear the musicians play. And they play for an hour, because really if you've not played an instrument for a long time, an hour is about the limit of what you can play without getting your mouth too sore. But that'll be from 5 to 6, and that pretty well conclude the Strawberry Festival for the rest of that day, and then the rest of the Old Jasper Day.
Well, I think we, may want to go back here and reiterate some of the stuff that we talked about, because we talked about roughly a dozen
there's so
different
much
events
stuff
going on that day, and there's just so much. And when you look at this, first of all, right now we're hearing a lot about Abraham Lincoln.
That's absolutely right. Yes.
It's his. They're celebrating his 200th birthday, and there's something going on all the time. And here we have an opportunity to have Abraham Lincoln.
That's right. There's so many events going on in Spencer County, and we definitely want to promote those events in Spencer County,
Yes.
but we thought we'd bring him up to Jasper in Dubois County for that day, because the Lincolns do have some history in Jasper. And as a matter of fact, speaking of the mill, I believe they traded at the mill. And Abraham Lincoln was probably up here in Jasper many years ago with his father trading at the, I'm not sure what the name of the mill was at that time. It might have been called the Jasper City Mill at that time, too. I'm not really sure. So there is a lot of history with the Lincolns and the mill in Jasper. So that's very exciting for Abraham Lincoln to be here. Of course, he'll be in full character all day. And, to get your antiques and your collectibles appraised that day is really something neat. We all like to watch the Antique Roadshow, and I think people are amazed at what items are valued at. So take this opportunity. These will be appraisers there, not just people giving a guess, but it will be people familiar with antiques and giving appropriate appraisals. And then, the train rides are always so much fun. And, we do the train rides only a couple of times during the year, because we want to make sure that they maintain a special character to them. So we do them at Otanabam Days, and now at Old Jasper Day, and then at Strassenfest. And then we'll be doing train rides into the fall as the track gets prepared and ready enough to go all the way to French Lick. But that'll be another project that we can talk about a different day when we get things going for that.
Question that I would have on the trains, are these Jasper's trains?
Well, Jasper owns the engine, but I'm not sure we'll be using that engine, because that engine is being used up at French Lick at this time. The problem is crossing the track between the French Lick area and the Dubois area, so I'm not sure we'll be using our engine. And we hope to be using some of the Jasper cars, although the car that's being refurbished is not quite ready yet.
Not quite ready, but it will be for the trip to French Lick.
It definitely will be ready for that trip to French Lick.
Very good.
Yes.
And another opportunity too for the stores. A lot of the stores are not open on Sundays, so this is normally. So this is another opportunity for people who enjoy shopping, to get out there on a Sunday also and be able to take advantage of all the wonderful stores that we have in our downtown.
I think it's really great for people to come downtown with the stores being open and having Old Jasper Day type specials is fantastic. But then the other thing is how nice downtown Jasper looks with the window shopping and that type of thing. Just to be downtown is just fantastic, I think, because of the way the Jasper downtown looks.
It is a beautiful downtown. The buildings and the building owners have put a lot of time, energy, and finances into the refurbishing of many of the buildings. The flowers are beautifully planted, and it's not a one-person effort. It is a multi-person effort to keep everything just in such nice shape. So really, that day of Old Jasper Day, there'd be nothing out of line to be walking the whole area. Go down and get your things at the Strawberry Festival, and then take a walk. Take the walking tour, and you can walk through the whole downtown area, know a little bit of history about the area, do some shopping, just enjoy the whole area that whole entire day.
Do you have outlined on the walking tour a route?
Yes, it is a route. It is a route. Things are numbered, and they're in numerical order according to the way the route goes. And it'll take you all the way from really down by the mill up to the St. Joseph Church area, to the cemetery, into the Providence Home Rock Garden area. And I know there's a Boy Scout locally that just redid the Rock Garden geode area there at the Providence Home. It's the Eagle Scout project. So there's so much to see just in that probably about 1 or 2 mile square area, and maybe not even that large of an area.
And then you can incorporate the showroom. You can walk to all the showrooms
Yes,
too.
you can.
Yes.
We will have signs for those who want to walk or drive, so they need to look for signs. But they are really, they are located within walking distance of each other. So.
Up there on 15th Street?
Yeah, well, we've got, for example, Indiana Furniture is on Mill Street, around 12th and Mill Street. Master Brand is near 14th and Royal Streets. Kitchen Jewels is near 13th and Franklin Street. And then you've got Jasper Group on Clay Street, but it's still not very far from when you're at the depot. So.
And it's going to be a great day, a nice day to be out walking.
Yeah, we just want the nice weather, so that's all we are asking for.
Very good. Anything else on Old Jasper Day?
I think we've pretty well talked about everything. We just want people to come out and enjoy themselves and support many of the activities.
From 10 till 6, we look forward to seeing all of you in Jasper, downtown near the mill and the gazebo.
Yes, thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Welcome back to 27 Topics. Kristin, it's great to have you back.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.
We have a lot of things coming up in June, and you are the person there at the Dubois County Tourism Department that can tell us all about it.
I guess so. That's right.
There we go.
I guess that's my job.
Why don't we turn it over to you for a little bit?
All right. Well, in addition to Old Jasper Day on June 1st, which basically kicks off the month of June and our festivities, we also have the Ferdinand Garden Tour, which is on June 1st as well. This is when homes in Ferdinand, a select few, I'd say maybe 4 or 5, open their gardens for people to come and walk through them and tour. So I know it's always a popular event, and it does draw in visitors from out of town too, just to see what different people have in their gardens. So
yes, it's always interesting to see
it is,
how
good
everyone and ideas. Yes.
Yeah, you steal ideas from others, I suppose. Huh?
Yeah, or maybe reach down and pull a sprout out.
That's
of somewhere.
right. Yeah, when they're not looking. Huh? But no, that's definitely a well-attended event, and I know the people in Ferdinand whose homes are on the tours work very hard, to get everything ready in time for that. And then also we have at the Kremp Gallery from June 2nd through the 27th. Bernice Hofferlin has an exhibit there called From the Blank Canvas. So that'll be an art exhibit that's there all month. So invite people to go out and check that out during Kremp Gallery's off hours. And then also coming up on June 8th is the St. Joseph Church Picnic. I believe they're bringing this back for the first time in quite a few years, if I recall.
It'll be the first annual.
The first annual one, okay. So I know a lot of people are working very hard on that, and I know there's been signs up, and they're working hard to promote that, definitely. And then June 12th, we have the 27th annual WBDC Colgate Country Showdown. Again, I don't know, Paul, you probably know a lot more details about this than what I do. I remember it from being a little girl and attending all the time with all the singers. It was a great, great time. So.
It is a great time. It's the 27th annual Colgate Country Showdown. We have been doing this since back in the 70s.
Right.
And it is the 27th, and what we have is on that day is the local contest. Different 200 and some radio stations across the country, and we do it in this area. put on a showdown, and that's the start of a contest for local talent to come to a finale in Nashville, Tennessee, sometime the first of next year. But our showdown, there will be roughly 14 acts that will perform, and they will come from, Dubois County, Indiana and Illinois, and maybe Kentucky, where the contestants come from to vie for the prize to win locally. And from here, they would move to a state contest, and then to a regional contest, and then to a final if they make it, to that point. 2 years ago, we had a person who did not win the year before, but won and went to the finals last year.
Oh, okay.
That performed at Jasper.
Yeah.
So, it is great talent. It is young talent, but it's a great show. The auditorium is usually full, and you're welcome to come on out. We charge $5 for adult. Kids 10 and under are free. It's a family event. It's open to the public in that respect, and hope to see you out there and enjoy the event. And we've had many people who have not missed a performance. Yep. You have to remember, though, that this is a contest, and it is being judged. There are judges there who judge, and however they judge, that's the way the outcome will be at the final curtain.
All right. Well, great. Yeah, we're looking forward to that, as well as many of the other events we have going on, too. St. Henry has their annual Heinrichsdorf Fest, June 13th and 14th. So, again, that same weekend, just a couple days later. And then Ferdinand Heimat Fest is the following weekend, June 20th and 21st. So, we are really, June comes and the festivals kick off, and then they last through, September. So.
Well, I think, the gas prices are up, mm-hmm. and people are talking about, the pricing of the gas. I think take a look at what's going on locally and within a short distance mm-hmm. Or travel distance of things that, that you may have not done for years, or a great educational time. For example, Old Jasper Day, Abe Lincoln, it's
Sure.
a great history for our youth and young people to learn, and the Dubois County Museum mm-hmm. and the train depot and the old 1840s log barn that we mm-hmm. have, and other things going on, and right here, everything going on, and then we have these festivals and there will be throughout the summer celebrations of communities. Mm-hmm. It's a great time to get to know your neighbors and have a great time right here at home.
Exactly, and that's one of the things that we really promote to people. Our visitors typically will come from about a 3 to 6 hour radius, but it is definitely not uncommon to have visitors from even Evansville or Louisville, an hour and 15 minutes away. It's just people are looking for shorter getaways this year. They really are. With obviously we said the gas prices and the economy. But that in turn can benefit, that can benefit tourism in an area because people are staying more local, more closer to home.
Well, and we have, our area has a tremendous amount of activities and history mm-hmm. that is just great to let our youth and young people and for people my age refresh memories.
Right. Well, and we have people too, families who are coming down perhaps for the one big attraction, say Holiday World or Patoka Lake, but they are going and visiting, like you said, some of the other things you just mentioned. Perhaps they want to take a history lesson and go visit the monastery, in Fernan on the way back or something. There really are, they'll shop at our downtowns. They take advantage of the great restaurants that we have around here too, and all of the communities. And really, they're just looking for something, unique that you can't always get anywhere else. So that's really what we find that people are looking for, an experience they really can't have just anywhere. So.
Just in closing on talking on tourism, Of course, our daughter lives at Indy, and the kids are in soccer and all
Sure.
the different sports. And of course, we try to go up and take in their events.
Right.
But there was a person who had, they had come down for a baseball weekend. And this gentleman came up and he says, I know that you're from Jasper, Indiana. I know your son-in-law and daughter. And I just want to tell you that I have two sons. We went to Jasper for a weekend of baseball, and we took time out to visit the museum. And he says, I want to tell you that that is the nicest museum, the best we have ever seen and enjoyed the most. We spent a lot of time there. We didn't have an opportunity to go through all of it.
Right.
So I just want to tell you that we'll be back in Jasper to finish our tour of the museum.
Yeah, and that's interesting. We, in fact, the Indiana Baseball Hall of Fame too. A lot of now with the expansion, a lot of people are really looking forward to visiting that as well. A lot of interaction for the children too. And we have so many tournaments coming this year. Over 50 or so that we've worked with directly with our office, and I know there's probably another 50 to 100 out there. So we encourage anyone to contact us because we can help with promoting your event or giving you visitors guides for the people who are coming in out of town, and also grant awards or sponsorships. We have three tennis tournaments coming in here at the end of May and beginning of June. A huge ASA, Amateur Softball Association, softball tournament coming June 6th through 8th to Jasper. And then also Huntingburg is hosting a series of 6 of those ASA and another softball association event, throughout the summer as well. And that's just a touch of them. I mean, there's fishing tournaments, soccer, basketball. I mean, the list goes on and on. So it's definitely a great aspect of tourism as well.
Well, I tell you what, we just have a couple of minutes left. What else do you want to talk about?
I mean, basically, as I said with the sports, we really just encourage people to contact us if you are a sports tournament organizer or if you know of someone who is. We are here basically as a service to help people. We want people to know what there is to do in our area, and that's the number one thing. Where to eat, where to stay overnight, where to shop, where to visit, and that's what we're here to do. So.
It's great. Thank you for being our guest.
All right. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate it.
Kristin Ruhe, Executive Director, Dubois County Visitors Bureau.